Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So, today's topic is on body rhythms. Now, some of these topics that I'm choosing for our quick midday meditation are bigger, longer, deeper topics that we could have 5-day workshops and retreats on, but we're just going to touch upon the theme anyway and allow it to give to us during our meditation so that we just connect with some of these things. Um, the reason I picked this theme today was because in the morning we were having this discussion with my husband and son on the solar calendar and the lunar calendar and all the rhythms in the universe and nature, and they don't really sync up into one another, right? So the moon's schedule and cycle is not something that fits neatly into a multiple of the sun's schedule and cycle or the earth's rotation. And we as human beings want it all to fit together so that it makes sense in our minds, in our brains, in the way we conduct our interactions, our days, organize our lives, conduct our businesses, run our schools. And so we've been trying very hard to put it into a calendar with all kinds of tweaks and turns. So we're going to take the same analogy now into our bodies, looking at our bodies as nothing different from the sun, moon, or the earth, another material part of the universe, recognizing the rhythms within the body and recognizing that they have their own, if you want to use the word, whims and fancies, or their own wisdom and intelligence, and that depends on how you look at it. And also recognizing that we as human beings, individually and collectively, more collectively, because we want to schedule our work and interaction and business and school and all of that, in our minds, we want our bodies to follow a particular rhythm, to fit into our structure, to fit into our day, to fit into this calendar that we've created by somehow trying to make it fit into the, or make it align with the sun and moon's rhythms. And it's not. And when it doesn't align and fit, a lot of our misery, and when I'm saying misery, beliefs or imaginations that, oh, something is wrong with my body because my body is not feeling right, is actually coming from the mind, because we have an expectation that at this day, at this time, when I want to do this, my body should be feeling this way. But the body has its own rhythm. The body is like, I'm feeling this way. And then we make that a wrongness and sometimes an illness. We give it that label as well. I'm not saying there don't exist illnesses and diseases. I mean, that's too deep a topic to take in our quick meditation, but just to let you know that what we are going to be looking at are okay, I'll just leave it with that actually, because I don't want to actually give a disclaimer. And we can perhaps do a longer session on this whole idea of illness and disease. But right now, we'll just look at the rhythms of the body and get a better acceptance for that. Okay. So close your eyes, switching into audio. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And allow your body to totally relax. In this moment, right now, take another deep breath in. Breathe out. And let go of all the cluttering thoughts and emotions that might be in your mind right now. Just let them ease out, fade away, go to the side, put them outside. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out. And connect with the most strong, wise, accepting, and resourceful part of you inside of you, to take the front seat during this group meditation. This is also a good moment to invite in any form of divine presence or guidance that you would like. I invite the divine, the creator and sustainer of the universe itself, to be present with us individually and collectively during this group meditation, and also with anyone who's going to be listening to this recording later, to guide us and protect us. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out. And imagine a cord of light connecting the top of your head near the crown, straight to the sun, the bright golden sun, radiant sun, nurturing sun. Also imagine cords of light from the soles of your feet or the bottom of your spine, going straight into the core of Mother Earth, the warm, fuzzy Mother Earth, the Gaia energy, the Earth energy, grounding us, connecting us, reminding us that in every moment that our bodies are just extensions of the Earth, walking, talking extensions of the Earth. Nothing more, nothing less. Now imagine yourself encased and surrounded by a pillar of light, white and golden, from the sun, from the skies, down to the earth, surrounding you like a cylindrical bubble, like a shower, flowing energy that's flowing through your body, through your muscles, through the cells, through the spaces between the cells, cleansing you, lighting you up from inside, releasing anything that's stuck, anything that needs to go, any density, just breaking it all up and releasing it into the light. Let that stream of light just flow through you, from your crown to your feet, into the earth. Now expand out your awareness beyond your body, beyond the room that you're in, the city, the country, beyond planet Earth itself, into the solar system, beyond the solar system, beyond the galaxies. Keep expanding out as much as you want to. There is no limit. Your awareness is unlimited. Occupy as much space as you want to. The space that's your home. The space where you belong. And from this expanded state, where you're at one with the universe itself, just look at the amazing rhythms in the universe, the different stars, the different planets, the solar systems, the galaxies, each one with its own schedule and cycle, rotating around itself, revolving around other heavenly bodies, following their own timetables. Bring your attention to our lovely solar system, our sun, on its own journey of expansion, burning, evolution, rotation, possibly revolution, at our lovely planet Earth, doing its annual cycles and journeys around the sun. The beautiful moon, our friendly neighborhood moon that gifts so much to us, doing its cycles and timetables around the earth, the other planets, the other moons. And just look at them and just acknowledge for a moment that When we look at the sun, the stars, the moon, the earth, we just acknowledge that they have their own rhythms, their own cycles, and their own timings. We don't make them right, we don't make them wrong, we just take it as it is. This is their cycle, this is their journey, this is their period. And now zoom into the beautiful cycles inside and on planet Earth itself, the weather, the tides, the winds. And of course, these are also in sync. We know how the tides are in sync with the sun and the moon and their journeys and cycles. And perhaps so much of other cycles and rhythms that we see in nature are possibly affected by other planets and their journeys and cycles, causations that we know and we don't know. And just look, let's just admire that magnificent matrix of interconnectedness where each entity has its phases, its journeys, its cycles. And cycles means changes. It means light and dark. It means strong and weak. It means expansion and contraction. It means day and night. It means summer and winter. It means trees that have beautiful flowers and trees that have no flowers and no leaves. It means riverbeds that are swollen and filled with water, and it means riverbeds that are sandy and barren and parched. That's what cycles are. That's what rhythms do. And let's bring our awareness to our own bodies now, our sweet bodies that are extensions of the planet Earth. And look at the amazing rhythms and cycles inside our digestive system, our breathing cycles, our healing and repairing cycles, our menstrual cycles, our sleep cycles, and so much more, our energy cycles. And recognize that we are never the same. Our bodies are never the same. Our body is always different. And just like the tides change because of the sun and the moon, our bodies change because of the sun and the moon and the stars and the tides and the weather and the planets and the wind and the cycles of other people around us. Yes, our cycles are also influenced by the cycles of people around us. And let's just acknowledge that beautiful and complex play that's going on in our bodies at any point in time, because of which it's actually quite impossible to ever predict that our body, unless we have a supercomputer that can schedule and we manage to put in all the variables and say at this point in time my body has to feel and look and behave exactly this way. We can't, because the body has its intelligence, its cycle, and its rhythms, and all these factors that influence it, including the factors of what we've eaten the previous night, how much we've slept, whom we've hung out with, whether we've been in nature or in a room, all of that. So if our body is going to be and feel different each morning, each evening, each time, each moment in time, can we accept that difference without judgment? Because our bodies are not plastic. But if we put and impose a plastic requirement on it through our minds, through the calendar and schedule and expectations and picture perfect ideas of this is perfect health, or this is how I should be feeling and breathing and moving and eating and pooping and feel all of that. If we have that plastic image of perfection in our head, which is not cyclical, which is not fluid, which is not moving, and we try and impose that on our rhythmic, cyclical, moving body, then in those moments, in each moment that we do that, we are judging our body. We are telling it, you're not good enough, you're not right enough, you're not fit enough, Or we're telling ourselves, oh no, I'm not feeling well enough. Something's wrong with me. And we go looking for the reasons. Why am I like this? Why am I like that? Imagine having a painting of a perfect mountain created in one season and then imposing that painting on the mountain through all seasons and then telling the mountain, you're not green enough, you're not brown enough, the rivers are not flowing well enough. The mountain is going through its cycles and evolution and growth and changes. And not everything is cyclical. There's also erosion in the mountain. It's changing its form and shape. And that's happening in our bodies as well. There's also one-way growth and changes and evolution. We know that. So every time our mind puts this imposition or frame or picture of my body is supposed to be like this, look like this, feel like this, my breath is supposed to be like this is the kind of energy, this is the kind of flexibility I'm supposed to feel, this is the kind of appetite, this is when I'm supposed to feel sleepy. We're thinking our bodies are Barbie dolls, like plastic dolls. They're not. They're more like the mountain or the tree or the earth, less like a plastic doll. So everywhere we've put these plastic doll expectations and requirements of some notions of perfection that we are too ill-equipped to design and understand onto our bodies, and therefore being harsh on our bodies, judging it, telling it it's not good enough, right enough, and then feeling bad ourselves and worried and fearful. Can we let all of that go now? All the judgment, all the fear, all the worry, all the constant something's wrong with me, something's wrong with my body, something's wrong with me. What if there's nothing wrong? What if your body just was in each moment responding to what you've eaten, what you've breathed, what you've done, and your body is responding and being itself, like the mountain, like the tree, like the river. Can we just accept that beautiful, rhythmic, intelligent life form of our body and embrace it and find intelligent and creative ways to live with it? Because I understand we have schedules, we have calendars, we have, times we want to wake up, times we want to eat, socialize. Yeah, we have a rigid structure, and the body cycle may or may not be in sync with that. But can we find a peaceful approach to find some kind of a win-win agreement there? If not a win-win, maybe at times a compromise, but not making the body wrong for it, and not believing that there's something wrong with us or our bodies. And just keep looking for more creative ways to let the body function in ways that it works for the body, and find ways for us to keep functioning, keep creating, keep socializing, attending work, school, doing the things we want to with our bodies, with the minimum of imposition and harshness on our bodies. Yes, we can. We can be creative. We can look for those possibilities. We can choose to find harmonious ways to live and work with our bodies. And with that conviction and confidence and intention to never ever make our bodies wrong, but to just keep finding ways to work with it, just like we do with the mountain and the trees and the birds and the plants and the sun and the moon, extending that same acceptance and appreciation that we have for all these magical creations onto our bodies as well. Give your body a big hug. Take another deep breath in. You can say aloud with me if you like. Body, I'm here. I love you. I appreciate you. I understand. You have your rhythms, you have your systems, you have your schedules, you have your responses, you have your intelligence. Talk to me. I'll talk to you. And we'll find fun ways to live and create together. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out. And you can open your eyes. Okay. Okay. So thank you. And I guess no words to end this, but I hope your bodies have appreciated that, and wishing you more harmony with your body and with the rhythms of your body. And I'll see you tomorrow.